Hi all, welcome back to our weekly paradise. In our weekly paradise, we talk about the AWS new releases which happened over the last week. So we'll see whatever the new releases over the AWS last week of October 2020. Let's check out quickly. So first release is about the announcing the general availability of AWS Nitro Enclave. So basically Nitro Enclave is a new EC2 capability. Okay, in this basically whatever your data, it is residing over the EC2. If you want that data to be more protected and more secure, they have created this Nitro Enclave facility. So in this Nitro Enclave facility, they will add a new enclave environment which is totally isolated from your EC2. Okay, it has its own CPU, it has its own memory. So when you create a Nitro Enclave, you have to define that, and it can be accessible only from that EC2 only, and that too using that CLI of Nitro CLI. Okay, so you have to put all your application data as a EIF image file in that Nitro Enclave, which has a kind of virtual machine only. It has a CPU and memory, and you create that, you put your secure data inside that and access it using the Nitro CLI. So there is a internal communication channel between your current EC2 server and the Nitro CLI. So that's how the security is there, so that outsider, no one can access that data which is residing the Nitro Enclave. Okay, despite the person has the access to that EC2 servers. So it's like one more layer of security, one more layer of EC2 isolated environment which is kept side by side of your current EC2 server and can be accessed through the secure channel. Okay, and what is the charges for that? So basically, if you see here, there is no chargeable for this. So why it is no chargeable is to use this feature, actually you have to choose in the beginning itself the EC2 server which are compatible to enclave, interact with the Nitro Enclave feature. So that's where you paid already for that charges. Okay, so you just enable this Nitro Enclave function based on the size of the EC2 that you build. That will be obviously chargeable, and you can have a secure communication. So it's very helpful in terms of reducing the surface attack area for the most sensitive applications, and it is very much useful as it is mentioned for the PII, health related, financial data, intellectual property data that are residing in your server. So this is one of the good release which happened over the last week of October 2020. Let's see what is next in our bucket. So next thing is which was released is application load balancer enable GPRC workload with end-to-end HTTP/2 support. So what exactly, we all know that remote procedure called Google workload is there, which is supported on protocol HTTP2 based, right? So it is already there since quite some time, not quite some time, long time. Okay, and your microservices, right, which is running over the container and all, right, they are already using this GPRC protocol, right? And whatever the communication which happens between the microservices, right, as well as your client and services, they are using this GPRC. But now what is there in this release is now application load balancer also support this GPRC protocol. Okay, so now you can put your microservices, because once you create a for example, why you create a microservices, because you have a application which are very huge, so you basically segregate that application into multiple pieces, right? Ordering piece or sale piece, right? So once your applications are segregated, right, the risk obviously get lowered, and whatever the communication which happen between those microservices which you are enabled a bulk which leveraging or giving a service to a big applications, right, those different multiple microservices, they are talking over a channel communication between those microservices. For example, if I have a application web page, right, which has a for user interface one microservices there, for sale it is one microservices is there, and for payment there is a one microservices there, which are handling the single applications all together, and they are talking to it internally. So now you can put all these behind your application load balancer. So now when you create an application load balancer, it will support this GPRC protocol, and then you can put the microservices behind this application load balancer, and it will support that. So that is a very enhanced and good feature that will enable your end-to-end client to the server this GPRC workload end-to-end HTTP support that will be available, and application load balancer will support that. So that is very enhanced feature. Those who are using the microservices, they will really understand the importance of this. Okay, so that will benefit to them as well. So let's see if it is costly or not. We always try to see in this our talk what is the cost associated with the new release, so that we'll come to know easily at the same time while we are discussing it. So if you see it, it is not chargeable. So basically when we say not chargeable, it means it is not chargeable, but obviously when you use the application load balancer, that will cost you, but the service is not chargeable. You just need to select this as per your requirement. Okay, so let's check out what is next in our bucket for the October 2020 last week release. So next thing what we have is a new AWS solution consulting offer. So basically what here is the consulting offer. If you see here, it is mentioned Virtusa desktop as a service. I don't know how other people may pronunciate it, but Virtusa is your AWS partner network. Okay, so already AWS give your workspace solutions, right? Desktop as a service solution is available, but if you have to set up suppose 1,000 workspaces, right, in your infra at multiple region, multiple location, so immediately now you can take this consulting offer of AWS, which has a tie-up with this company, and Virtusa is a partner network of this, and they can help you set up your desktop as a service entire application setup for your office users, and remotely also work from home also they can access to those desktop which will be available to them. So large scale deployment, they will provide a consulting using this partner network, and you can leverage this functionality. So within a day or two they will make your 1,000 n number of desktop readily available for your business need. Okay, and there are many advantage, and inside this you will see many offer. They will give n number of analysis to determine the cost of your ownership, right, return of investment. So things like that, obviously whenever you are building on a huge scale, they will be checked, and these kind of analytics which is available using this consulting offer, so that can be leveraged. So whether this is a chargeable or not, let's see. So of course yes, any workspace that we build, it is a chargeable. So if you take this consulting offer, it will be charged based on your requirement, size, location, numbers, right, there are a number of things, but this consulting service is available with the AWS partner network with Virtusa. So guys, this was the main 3 topics that we discussed about the last week of October 2020 release, and we will keep coming with you guys, right, sharing of more information. Every week we'll try to cover and choose the topics which will be more relevant for us to discuss. And if you have any query, comments, or any thoughts, you can comment us on our YouTube channels and share with us. Thank you guys, have a nice day, bye bye.